Today I got a new commentary for you guys, and I don't know if the lighting looks good in this video. Tried fixing it, but whatever. Today we're gonna get into a commentary I'm planning, and so this was requested by Archit. It was he told me to talk about the first time I experienced bullying, and crap. Okay, I got this. Now my neighbors can see me making videos. Okay. I just my parents went out with my little sister to go watch movies and eat at Chipotle, so I hope you guys know this is my dinner right here. Some lemon water.
Welcome.
I drink the lemon water because it makes it easier for me to talk in the commentaries. And so I just chose to stay at home and make a video for you guys. I gotta like crank out the videos while my parents are gone because nobody knows about my YouTube channel. But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about the first time I experienced bullying, and my particular case wasn't like horrible. Like I wasn't like shoved in a locker or given swirlies down the toilet. I mean, we didn't have lockers. It was in fifth grade. Yeah, it was in fifth grade. So fifth grade, I did get bullied, but it was I think everybody gets bullied, unless you're the bully. Even then, you might have been bullied yourself. But yeah, I was bullied in fifth grade. When I think of bullying, I don't really think of it as like a horrible like thing. I know it's really bad, but I don't know. I think it's just something that people do because they feel insecure about themselves. Like that's pretty true. Like people don't have anything else to do, so they'll do something for fun, like pick on other people. But in my case, as in when I was a kid, I always talked a lot, and I guess you could say I was really annoying. Like I would be super duper clingy. Like if I wanted you to be my friend, I guess I'd make you my friend, and I guess that only worked. I did make friends with the people who I wanted to be friends with, but that was probably because I was smart and I gave a lot of answers. But I guess I was funny too. I was pretty funny. I hope I still am. But yeah, so I did get picked on because like not picked on, but like people would think I'm weird because I always talked, and you know, like I'm that one kid who never shuts up. But I did get picked on by the kids, but I never knew what I never knew they were bullying me. Like I just thought they were messing around. Like I like to mess around, so they were messing around too. Like that's how everybody was with me. But let me give you like a specific example. One day in lunch, like there's a huge line that extends to a hallway, and like we were waiting in line, and my two classmates were behind me, and they had a sign, and it was a kick me sign. Like this is the first time they tried anything like that. Like they had a kick me sign, and they were like they were kicking me in the back. It wasn't like super hard to the point where I fell down and it was like it really hurt. They were just kicking the paper, and it was like they were like 10 years old. I was 8 in 5th grade. No, I was 9 in 5th grade. Yeah. So like obviously they were doing nothing, but they were just being like they were messing around. They didn't know what they were doing. But they were kicking me, and then like I didn't mind. I just thought they were messing around. But my mom was there for lunch. Like she showed up to surprise me, and she was sitting in the back of the cafeteria. And then she saw the kids, and then she like ran to them. She's like, "What are you doing?" And she like freaked out on them. And like she like said, "I'm gonna call your parents, and I'm gonna talk to the principal about this." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, my mom." Like how did you get here, and what are you doing? And yeah, they pulled me out of lunch, and my mom talked to the principal, and then I guess she got everything sorted. The boys, I think they got detention. I'm not sure. I never really know what happened to them. But yeah, well the bullying that was That was one incident. Like everybody at lunch saw what happened, like in the line. So they were all like talking about it the next day, and they were like, "Dude, your mom just like got in there and she was roasting them in the face." Like back then we didn't have roasting. We had, I don't know, we didn't have anything. But yeah, and I didn't really think it was bullying. I thought they were messing around. Like I messed around. I didn't kick anybody or anything, but I made jokes all the time, and I was like a little crazy in the head because I had no self-control as a little kid, and I have no self-control now. But yeah, I guess that was an example of bullying I faced, and but it doesn't stop there. Like it wasn't really bullying. But it was more of a confrontation later. Like nobody ever took me serious, and so they messed around with me in class. Like one day I brought this ball to school, and my mom told me, "Do not bring the ball to school. You're gonna get in trouble." I didn't even know how I got the ball, but yes, I did get in trouble. What happened was I had the ball, right, and I lent it to some kids in the back, and they were the same kids who were picking on me earlier, but there was this new kid. His name was Enrique, and actually when Enrique came to school, I can say his name because he probably doesn't even watch my videos, or I don't even know his last name anymore. But yeah, there's lots of Enriques out there, so you don't know who I'm talking about. It could be Enrique Iglesias, who knows? But yeah, so I actually when he came to school, he was like really new. He was like one of those Mexican kids, and I guess he fit in with the Mexican group. Well, down in the valley, everybody's Mexican, but like the kids who play soccer and into sports, but. I guess when he came to school, I was the first one to talk to him because the teachers made me. Like, I sat with him, and because they thought, like, I mixed with everybody, so they just put me in there. And I did talk to him, and I introduced him to the school. And then after a while, he stopped talking to me, and then he just went with his own friends or whatever. And I just kept walking around the classroom. Or, no, around the cafeteria, just talking to everybody. Like, I didn't care who I sat with. I usually sat with everybody. But, yeah, so Enrique, he had my ball in the back, and the thing was, I guess his friends were wanting him to he was bouncing the ball in the back of my head, like in math class, and in math class I didn't pay attention to anything. So he kept bouncing the ball in the back of my head, and I got really fed up with it. Like by then I was like, yeah, this is enough. So I was like really tiny, but what I did, I turned around and I like shoved his desk, and I was like, dude, stop. And then like they got like Enrique got really silent, and then he just looked at me and he like got really mad, I guess. And then like I grabbed my ball and I was like, don't touch it. And then I guess he took that as a threat, and you know, the threat, he's got to defend himself. I guess that's what he was taught, like you defend yourself if any kid tries to hurt you. So what happened later was I was going to the restrooms, and then everybody else was in the restrooms, and let me tell you, it did not end well. What happened was I walked out of the restroom, I was in the last stall and I came out, and then Enrique was there with his 3 friends, and then there was this other 3 friends that I had, but they didn't do anything. What happened was Enrique like grabbed me in by the shirt and started punching me and hitting me in the face, and I started like I curled into a ball and I tried to grab his shirt, and that was the only thing I did. I grabbed his shirt because I was like, stop. And I freaked out because I had no idea, like, am I getting, like, this is the first time I got beat up, and he was just going at it. And I was like younger than everybody else, and he was just like hammering at me, and I was crying on the floor. And then they pulled us out of the restrooms, and then they made Enrique go to the office, and then I had to explain everything after crying in the hallway. And I was like talking to my teacher, Miss Selman, and like she knows me because I'm one of the smartest kids there. And she was like really disappointed. We got ISS. Both of us got ISS just because I grabbed his shirt. And then Enrique, I guess he felt bad because his friends, I think they pressured him to do it. And he didn't feel like I should be in ISS, so me and him were like, we didn't feel like we belonged in ISS, and we both stayed quiet like throughout ISS. And I felt like we kind of bonded over ISS for some reason. And that's really weird. Like I bonded with my bully over punishment, and Enrique wasn't a bad kid. I mean, he was just I guess he was hanging out with the wrong people, and so he afterwards he apologized and he wanted everything to be cool. So I was like, I forgave him like right away, and my mom was like, why did you forgive him? And I was like, I usually know when people are being honestly like happy, or like I'm really good at telling emotions, because I guess I make people laugh all the time, so I can tell their emotions easily. But yeah, so that was bullying. I mean, it wasn't horrible for me because I just kept on. I was like a funny guy, and I never really felt sad or anything. Like, honestly, that never mattered to me. But that was my encounter with bullying and stuff, and I honestly think I grew from it, and it ended pretty well because I got to make amends, and he apologized first. Like, he was like, "I'm really sorry," and so yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, I didn't even have to ask. He really felt sorry for what he did. And I guess that's it. If you guys have had any bullying experiences, not if you want, you can leave them in the comments down below, or you can tell me like what you thought about my experience. And just I like seeing your comments. So if you watch this video, leave a comment because it's nice to see who's showing up on my channel. And we reached 69 subscribers. That is crazy. My buddy Corin, she's got like 78, so we're definitely gonna destroy her channel. Like, I hope she's watching this, because I hope she's not watching this because I just said destroy her channel, but whatever. Yeah, we're almost like at 100. Like, guys, this is crazy. Like, in a week I've gained so many subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Big shout out to Frank for posting my stuff on Reddit. I know there's a lot of people who come because of his Reddit post, and thank you so much. You are like, you keep surprising me, Frank. You and Maria, you guys are the best. Thank you. Bye.
60 seconds remaining. Get in there. Nailed it.
Walking dog.
30 seconds remaining.
Time is running out. Press the attack.
Group up with me.
Moving the payload. Fall in behind. My ultimate is almost ready.
Play of the game.
It's Halloween.
Double, triple kill. Epic.
Someone needs to show how it's done.